Yolanda Hadid is absolutely a toxic mother. She has created two of fashion's most competitive models, but at what cost? When Gigi Hadid tells her mother Yolanda that she's hungry after eating one almond, this is what Yolanda has to say.
I'm feeling really weak. That's like half almond.
I have a couple of almonds. Chew them really well because your stomach is not...
This is just a glimpse into Yolanda's toxic behavior and parenting. So let's get into it. If you guys don't know who Yolanda Hadid is, you may recognize her daughters, Gigi and Bella, because they are some of the most popular supermodels at the moment. And they had to work hard to get where they're at. I mean, it was convenient that they were already rich and famous, but surviving their mother, Yolanda, is enough. Let's start off by talking about the fact that Bella Hadid revealed that she had a nose job at the age of 14. 14 years old, and Yolanda allowed her daughter to get a rhinoplasty to change her face. I mean, at this point, your face isn't even done growing, and she's already having plastic surgery on her nose. Imagine how that messes with her mind. And you can't say that Bella just went and did this on her own because she's 14, so her mother had to be there along the way. Bella revealed that those hateful comments on the internet do get to her, but ultimately she regrets having her nose done so young. She said that she wishes that she kept the nose of her ancestors, and she believes that she would have grown into it. But she claims that she's had no other plastic surgery before or fillers, which honestly, I mean, I don't believe that. If you're having your nose done at 14, like there's gonna be other things happening. We all know that the Hadid sisters are known for their eyebrows being pulled up, and I'm sure they've had other things done other than their noses. Like if they're getting nose jobs again at the age of 14, then I'm sure they've had a lot of other things done. But their toxic upbringing goes further than just plastic surgery. At one point, Bella was really struggling with her body. She was on a calorie counting app, and she was packing her lunch with 3 raspberries and a celery stick. At that point, she could barely look at herself in the mirror, and she was just ashamed of her body, and I'm sure her mother did not help that situation. Bella also claims that she didn't feel like she was as beautiful as her sister Gigi. She was the uglier sister. She was brunette. She wasn't as cool as Gigi. So she really struggled. And again, I'm sure her mother, being the supermodel that she is, or that she once was, did not help her confidence. And we see a lot of Yolanda's toxic behaviors come out in this show, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which Yolanda used to be a housewife on that show once upon a time. In one scene, Gigi Hadid, Yolanda's daughter, speaks about her love for volleyball, and Yolanda is far from supportive. She's more concerned about how Gigi's body would look as a volleyballer because she claims that they eat like men and they're bulky and they're big, and she's just not supportive at all.
Volleyball is a very masculine sport. Modeling is a very feminine thing.
I know.
And that means sometimes we have to give up things that we love to do. You know, you have to make a choice.
Modeling is my job. Volleyball is my sport.
So their bodies are big and bulky, and I mean, they eat like men. I wanted her to develop as a woman. I thought that my daughter was lesbian.
I don't know why she's fearful for her daughter being a lesbian. I mean, that sounds a little like homophobic. I don't quite understand why that made the cut, but I mean, if this is how Yolanda behaves with the cameras, imagine her without them. Here's another clip where Gigi is getting ready for a photo shoot, and Yolanda asks her about her birthday, and Gigi talks about the food, and you can tell Yolanda isn't happy.
I'm so excited for the food. Pretty much all the food that we're eating is like a heart attack in a meal. It's like, but it's gonna be so good.
It's good. You can have one night of being bad, right?
Yeah, I was actually really good this week.
Yeah. And then you got to get back on your diet, though. Because, you know, in Paris and Milan, they like the girls just a tad on the skinny side.
We already know that the modeling industry is a total mess, but Yolanda just confirmed it right there that in Milan, they like them very skinny. But while we're speaking about Gigi, I want to talk a little bit about her relationship with Zayn because they do have a kid together, and Yolanda hasn't been supportive of Zayn, and I don't think she really appreciates him. You guys may remember that last year they got into a physical fight. Like Zayn and Yolanda got into a physical fight, and it was getting really bad for Gigi. She was right in the middle of everything. I mean, supposedly Gigi broke up with Zayn over the argument that he had with Yolanda, and Yolanda is claiming that he got physical with her and like physically hurt her. Zayn allegedly struck Yolanda, which is never okay. I mean, I can't imagine Zayn getting physical with Yolanda. That is just so messed up, like so icky. But at the same time, like what the hell was Yolanda doing? Zayn was ultimately charged with 4 counts of harassment and supposedly for berating Yolanda and pushing her into a dresser, which he denies. He was charged with harassing Gigi and harassing a security guard. Zayn didn't have to spend any time in jail, but he was ordered to take anger management courses and he had to pay a small fine. Now let's get back to Yolanda's horrific parenting, because she really likes to reinforce those ideas that, you know, you cannot eat if you want to be a model.
It's hard to exercise 6 days a week, and it's hard to not eat any sugar, and it's hard to have to eat salad every day, but
no wonder these models are so messed up. If they all have mothers like Yolanda, then it all makes sense. Here's another clip where Yolanda is trying to convince Gigi to eat a smaller piece of cake.
this is the hardest from being on our diet.
I have to have a bite for good luck, though.
But not too big. No, that's too big, the half of that.
Gigi's in charge of her own diet, but to be on your best weight, you gotta make the right choices.
This is you. You know what, Gigi? I think that's it. Yeah. I'll do this. How is it? I can't believe you just did that.
What we need to understand is that Yolanda acting like this constantly will eventually get to Gigi and Bella, and they will feel this negative energy and this negative relationship with food because it's been instilled in them. Bella has also revealed that she has struggled from imposter syndrome, where people make her feel like she doesn't deserve any of her success. And I think in part her mother could contribute to that because she's always been so negative and hard on them. I mean, someone explained to me how the world's most popular supermodel at the moment is posting pictures online crying and talking about her insecurities. And you know, we all are human, so it's nice to see that these models also have feelings, but part of me also thinks that she's like dealing with the trauma of like being forced into this lifestyle and changing who she was as a 14-year-old girl, and it's just like kind of all probably catching up with her. I want to end this video by playing a YouTube short, a TikTok that I found, and it compares Kris Jenner to Yolanda Hadid, and you can see when Kendall's eating, Kris Jenner is all about it, and then you'll see a compilation of the videos you've already seen in this video, and that's Yolanda's reaction.
Have you eaten today?
Went to Wingstop, got a bucket of 10 wings, ate them all. On the way home, saw an In-N-Out, stopped, got an In-N-Out. It was like, I'm just gonna have a bite of the burger. I ate the entire burger. Got to the hotel, did my thing, was leaving. They were like, what do you want on the plane? I said, carbone. Stop. I ate the whole serving of pasta.
I mean, they eat like men.
I'm so excited for the food. Pretty much all the food that we're eating is like a heart attack in a meal. It's like, but it's gonna be so good.
It's good. You can have one night of being bad, right?
Yeah, I was actually really good this week.
Yeah. And then you gotta get back on your diet, though. This is you. You know what, Gigi? I think that's it. Yeah. I'll do this. How is it? I can't believe you just did that.
As you guys can see, I don't know. I'm totally a Kris Jenner type. I'm like, eat it up, girl. Like, yes, tell me what's next. What'd you have for dessert, appetizer? I want to hear about it all. But Yolanda's like, I don't know. Oh, gosh, it's like the problem I have with this whole situation is that we only see a little glimpse into like how Yolanda acts because, you know, she was once on this show, but I'm sure it's so much worse. It's so much worse. And these girls are probably so traumatized, and she's over here inserting herself herself into their relationships with Zayn. We've got, you know, the teenagers having plastic surgery. Honestly, I couldn't find much on her son, Anwar? Yeah, Anwar. But anyways, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Here is my email, and I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.